representatives from all of our community, especially trans and non-binary people who often don't get to compete in sport as they would like to on their own terms. If you want any more information, we're just down, we've got a desk down there that we can talk about inclusion in sport. We do promotion of various events, clubs, activities, and also provide education to sporting associations and clubs around Australia. I've got here a raffle for the big gay couch that I'm going to draw. Okay. Need a drum roll. There we go. And I've got ticket D32 for Brooke. Yay! Yay! Excellent. I'd just like to wish good luck to the teams competing. I'm from Traralgon, so Latrobe Valley's got something for me. So, sorry. But yeah, good luck to both teams, and I hope it's a good match.
2-7, Hells Yeah. Number 3-3-3, Chucky. Number 5-1, Melonhead. 5-2, Slam Halen. Number 5-5, Bussy the Vampire Slayer. Number 6, Bad Juju. Number 666, The Beast. Number 70, Mighty Mouse. Number 8, Ray Scar. Number 9, Bricks. Number 35, Paralyzer. And rounding out that team, number 98, Queen Bee. So all the skaters now just slowly making their way out on track. All the referees are getting into position, which means we are not too far away from a start. Game 3, round 3, statewide stampede. So with that, we get this one underway. Hells Yes, jamming for the Valley Cats. And jamming for East Vic. Looks like Knives to meet you. East Vic with the lead jammer. Nice move there from Hells Yeah to the outside part of turn number 2. Both jammers putting on points in that previous, or opening jam, I should say. Slender lead to the Valley Cats, 4 playing 3. East Vic, second jam underway. We have Cupcake Fairy jamming for the Witches of East Vic, getting up and picking up lead jammer, but unfortunately a forearms call for Cupcake Fairy, so it's a power jam then for the Valley Cats. And number 6, Bad Juju. Yeah, Bad Juju getting on through and picking up 4 points on that previous pass. There's a pack now just awaiting Bad Juju through turn number 2. Bad Juju more than up for the task, gets on through, 4 points added then to the Valley Cats. Just trying to work the seams there, trying to find a way through, but the East Vic block is more than up to the challenge as this one's been called off. So we have Mighty Mouse jamming for the Valley Cats up against Knives to Meet You jamming for the Witches of East Vic. Knives to Meet You gets on through, lead jammer East Vic. Mighty Mouse with a bit of work to do coming through turn number 2. The East Vic blockers giving Mighty Mouse plenty to think about. Knives to Meet You finds a nice little gap on the inside part of turn 4 previously. And 4 points picked up. So the pack then coming through turns 3 and 4. Both you though, making the best of it. Getting on through the pack. As the pack now comes number 2. Good defense from both teams here. Trying everything they can to hold up these two jammers. As this one is done and dusted. 14 points in for the Witches of East Vic, moving them along to 17. The Valley Cats on 18. So jam number 4 underway. It is Hells Yeah jamming for the Valley Cats. Cupcake Fairy jamming for East Vic. Lead jammer going the way of the Valley Cats and Hells Yeah. Pack now just off of turn number 2, ready to greet these two jammers. Both jammers picking up 4 points on that previous pass. So number 6, Bad Juju, the jammer for the Valley Cats, taking on Knives to Meet You for East Vic. Fortunately though for Bad Juju, it's a forearms call. So it's now going to be a power jam for Knives to Meet You and the Witches of East Vic as the pack comes through turn number 1. Wasting no time in getting on through the pack. Knives to Meet You. Unfortunately, though, Knives to Meet You being sent to the penalty box. So Bad Juju then back on track, trying to negotiate through the East Vic blockers. Nicely done to the inside part of the back straightaway. Bad Juju getting on through. And the blocker advantage going the way of the Valley Cats for the time being. Knives to Meet You being released from the penalty box, now back out on track. And immediately goes to work on trying to get through the Valley Cats defense, but they're not having anything of it. Bad Juju picked up a cut track on that previous pass, so 30 seconds for Bad Juju then in the penalty box. So the pack then coming slowly off of turn number 4, and Valley Cats picking up 7 points, moving them along to 29. The Witches of East Vic on 24. Early stages of this first half. Pivot line start then for both teams. Now we've got some speed coming around onto the back straightaway. It is Cupcake Fairy jamming for East Vic and lead jammer. Number 6, Bad Juju, the jammer for the Valley Cats. Unfortunately then for Bad Juju, picking up another penalty, which will give it the Witches of East Vic a power jam start. As we find ourselves under an official timeout. So with that, we get this one back underway. Cupcake Fairy jamming for the Witches of East Vic, getting on through lead jammer. Of course, a power jam start then for the Witches of East Vic. And whilst all that was going on, number 6 for the Valley Cats, that's Bad Juju, released back onto the track. Pack slowly coming through turn number 4. Nice move to the outside part of turn 4. Bad Juju picking up 4 points. Cupcake Fairy rather also picking up 4 points. And we have our first lead change for the game. With that 8 points, the Witches of East Vic move along to 34. The Valley Cats on 33. So this jam then gets underway. And we have number 5-1, Melonhead jamming for the first time in this game for the Valley Cats. And it was Strawberry Short Skate, captain of East Vic, having a jam. So we have our first team timeout for this game. It's going the way of East Vic. And another lead change in that previous jam. Valley Cats on 36. Which is East Vic on 34. And just a reminder, if you haven't yet bought your tickets for the raffle, you can do so. Raffle tickets are just at the doorway entry here. As you make your way into the stadium, some amazing prizes on offer. Obviously the first prize, the main prize, is a Surf Coast Gallery 90 by 60 original oil painting. Cop this, valued at $700. It's over there to have a look at. I've had a look at it, and it's a nice piece of artwork. We have also prizes from Luck Another Flaming Candle. The Scent Lab have a rainbow gift pack made by Lila, earrings, another gin, a trio of ready-to-enjoy cocktails. Key Australia sunglasses are on board. CS Cosmetic injectables are on board. There's wine. There's a free term of skate fit at Geelong Roller Derby. So be sure to get your raffle tickets. So we get this one back underway then, jamming for the Valley Cats. Looks like Mighty Mouse. In fact, it is number 70. Power jam start then for the Valley Cats. And Mighty Mouse gets on through, lead jammer. Pack down into turn number 3. A little bit of a whip there on the main straightaway, gets Mighty Mouse through and 4 points as well. As both jammer and pivot for the Witches of East Vic are released from the penalty box, they make their way back on track. Of course, jamming for East Vic is number 4, and the captain, Strawberry Short Skate. Pack now slowly coming down to turn number 1. Just the one blocker out front then for Mighty Mouse. It is 3-5-1. Mighty Mouse gets on through. Strawberry Short Skate also getting on through on that previous pass. Number 8 there, Ray Scar, putting on the defence there on number 4. Not to be outdone, 0-9. Nato Ninetails also offering up some good O as the pack now comes off of turn 3 into turn 4. Strawberry Short Skate getting on through. And Mighty Mouse has seen enough and called it off. As we get this one underway. Here's Cupcake Ferry, number 5-5, jamming for East Vic and lead jammer. 2627, Hells Yeah, jamming for the Valley Cats. Pat coming through turn number 2. Solidly defensive work done on Cupcake Ferry, but more points. Hells Yeah, looking for and finding a nice little gap on the inside part of turn 3 and some fancy footwork to boot. Picking up 4 points on that previous pass. So we've got 14 and 3/4 minutes remaining in this first half. Valley Cats have a 10-point lead, 55 playing 45. Got a feeling this game could go down to the wire. Early stages yet, anything could happen. As we get this jam underway, it looks like then Melonhead jamming for the Valley Cats. Strawberry Shortcake and the captain, of course, of East Vic is lead jammer. As the pack now comes through to turn number 2, and immediately the Valley Cats defence go to work on trying to hold up Strawberry Short Skate. Both jammers almost simultaneously coming off of turn number 2 are going to be greeted by a pack of blockers who are just hell-bent on holding them up at all costs. But getting on through nicely. Strawberry short skate there for East Vic. As the pack comes through down into turn number 1. So 10 points then been added to the Valley Cats. They move along to 65, which is of East Vic on 53. So we have 5 Cake Fairy jamming for East Vic and lead jammer. And we have number 70 Mighty Mouse jamming for the Valley Cats. Coming into turn 2, just the 2 blockers to get through. Mouse does just that. Number 8 Race Car offering all sorts of defence, pressure to Cake Fairy coming into turn number 2. Oh, nicely done to the outside part of the back straightaway, Cupcake Fairy. Up some more points there for East Vic. Not to be outdone. Mouse also picking up 4 points on that pass. Cupcake Fairy just taken to the inside part. Straight away, being almost recycled to the midpoint of the back straightaway and immediately met by number 8 Ray Scar. And if there's one thing that Ray Scar brings to the track each and every game, it is a whole world of hurt if you happen to one. The Cupcake Fairy on that previous pass getting on through, picking up the 4 points. Not to be outdone. Also Mighty Mouse on the previous pass, picking 4 points. Nicely done to the inside part of the main straightaway. Cupcake Fairy. Cupcake Fairy rather picking up the on that previous pass. As the pack sort of coming to turn, this one is called. Both jammers putting some valuable points on the scoreboard. 14 points added to the Valley Cats, moving them along to 79. 13 points added to the Witches of East Vic, moving them along to 66. As this one then is set underway, and it is Hells Yeah jamming for the Valley Cats, unfortunately picking up a forearms call. So it is then a power jam for the Witches of East Vic. And Knives to meet you. Oh, big hit then. Eliza picking up a high block. Time in the penalty box there. Nice. Getting on through, picking up. Very handy. For the Witches. Oh, nice bit of footwork there from Hells Yeah. pack now just coming down into the back straightaway. Halger taken to the inside part of the back straightaway, just recycled almost back into turn 2. But gets on through the pack. But not before picking up another forearms call. So the pack then slowly coming through turn number 3 as this one comes to an end. A very handy 14 points then added by the Witches of East Vic. That moves them along to 80 and the Valley Cats on 81. I believe we are now under a team timeout. So now we've gone from a team timeout to an official timeout while we do some track work there on the inside part of the back straightaway. So that whistle means that we can get this one underway. So it is 5-5 Cupcake Fairy jamming for East Vic. Wasting no time getting through and picking up lead jammer. Of course, it is a power jam start for East Vic. And straight away, a little bit of jammer on jammer action there. Halger taking Cupcake Fairy to the inside part of turn number 2. And Cupcake Fairy gets back on track. Halger wants to resume where they both left off. Unfortunately for Halger, it's a forearms call. So again, power jam then for Cupcake Fairy and the Witches of East Vic. So good opportunity then for Cupcake Fairy and East Vic to pick up some good points. But being released and back on track out of the penalty box, it is Halger for the Valley Cats. Whilst all that was going on the previous pass, Cupcake Fairy picking up 4 more points for the Witches of East Vic. Not to be outdone, Halger also picking up 4 points. So a handy 11-point jam there for the Witches of East Vic. We have another lead change. That moves them along to 91. And the Valley Cats on 85. So we get this one back underway. And jamming for the first time in this game. Number 5-5 for the Valley Cats, Bussy the Vampire Slayer. And of course, jamming for East Vic, it is number 4 and their captain, Strawberry Short Skate. Unfortunately then for Strawberry Short Skate, it is a penalty, so power jam now for the Valley Cats. And a good opportunity to get some points, and also the blocker advantage clearly going the way of the Valley Cats. 3-1. Make that 4-1. Slowly the cavalry are released out of the penalty box there for East Vic, but Bussy the Vampire Slayer had seen enough and called it off. Around about 4.5 minutes remaining in this first half. 97 the Valley Cats, 91 the Witches of East Vic. As we find ourselves under an official review, an official timeout rather. So the official review that was held previously, East Vic were looking for a lack of a forearms call on the two jammers, and it happened right down here in between turn 1 and 2. Unfortunately, the no forearms call stands, and East Vic lost that review. So we've just got some track maintenance going on the inside part of turns 1 and 2, hence the timeout. So as we get this one back underway, number 70, Mighty Mouse jamming then for the Valley Cats. Fortunately picking up a cut track. So this is going to be yet another power jam for the Witches of East Vic. Number 4 and the captain Strawberry Short Skate, the jammer for East Vic. As the pack now just coming slowly through turn number 2. Now the pack makes its way down the back straight away. The start pass is complete and successful. Knives to meet you, now the recognised jammer for East Vic. Wasting no time getting the initial pass done, and now all the point scoring passes as well. 4 points picked up on that previous pass from Knives to meet you. The pack then slowly come off of turn 4 down the main straightaway. And the Valley Cats defence is going to work. Whilst all that was happening, Mighty Mouse released back onto the track out of the penalty box. And Mighty Mouse wasting no time trying to get to the pack and trying to get some points on the board. Coming through turn number 2, it's just the 2 East Vic blockers that Mighty Mouse had to negotiate, did so successfully. And 4 points as well. Unfortunately then for Mighty Mouse, another trip to the penalty box on a cut track. Knives to meet you returns back on track. Number 09 Nato Ninetails also back on track, but time has run out. Just the 4 points in for the Valley Cats, taking them over the 100 mark. 101, playing 99, I think. Yep, 99. Very hard to see when you've got referees and whatnot in front of you. We get this jam underway. Cupcake Ferry it is then jamming for the Witches of East Vic. Getting on through, picking up lead jammer, it is Cupcake Ferry. Number 70, jamming for the Valley Cats. Of course, Mighty Mouse as a pack now coming through turn number 2. Both jammers trying to get on through the pack as quick as they possibly can. Mighty Mouse Well, now has a power jam to deal with. Cupcake Fairy picking up a penalty. 4. Nicely done. Mighty Mouse gets on through. It's another 4 points. (3-5-1) push-up rail, taking Mighty Mouse to the outside part of turn number 1. The recycle is done. Mighty Mouse then back on track. As the pack comes down the back straightaway. That's not stopping Mighty Mouse too much. 4 more points being added on that previous pass. Another penalty in for Mighty Mouse, unfortunately. Not before picking up 12 points for the Valley Cats. Cupcake Fairy picking up 4. As we find ourselves under an official timeout. Okay, so that whistle then does officially take us to half-time. We're going to take about a 15-minute break. And at the half, it is the Valley Cats 116 and the Witches of East Vic on 103. So hopefully we're not too far away from a start. Around about 8 or so minutes. Make sure if you haven't already bought your raffle tickets can be purchased down at the door here. And that raffle will actually be drawn at the conclusion of this game between the Valley Cats and the Witches of East Vic. Just down here amongst some of the merch. It's great to see Curls and Paige here. Paige has an enormous array of really cool stuff. Some stickers, probably not for the young ones just yet. You should come on down and check out everything that Paige has on sale here today. Coffee mugs, keychains, stickers, you name it. Cards, awesome stuff. Talk derby to me always, as mentioned earlier on, a huge supporter of roller derby with an enormous array of cool stuff, laces, wings to be strapped on your skates, earrings, scrunchies, you name it, they have got it. And of course, Geelong Roller Derby, hello.
Hello, how you going?
Look, I'm just absolutely flying. Absolutely flying. I love this.
Yes,
Geelong Roller Derby and their Pride Round top. If you haven't got one of these, as I'm holding up now, you should come down, you should buy them. Buy all of them.
also our new beanies are out, they're really new.
And an exclusive Geelong Roller Derby new beanie. I've got one here in my hot little hand. It's coming home with me. They don't know it yet, but it is after I make a transaction. Love it.
Come and say hello to cousins.
They get very nervous when they see a man and a microphone. I'm going to make my way over to the gay cat. They're all having a little bit of mummy and bubby. This is a great view. Don't worry, I'm not going to interview you and embarrass the hell out of you. I don't do that. But this is a fantastic view. I'm getting feedback. There you go. So both teams back in their respectable huddles, I guess. And we're about 2 or so minutes away from getting this game underway. Of course, the Valley Cats sitting on 116, Witches of East Vic on 103. I feel like roaming Brian from Channel 7's footy coverage, just walking around and just interviewing people at random. But I won't do that. Will I, Niall?
What are you doing now?
Just interviewing people at random. I don't do that.
You're not going on the live stream, so you can...
True. Tell you what, nice crowd here tonight too. I should point that out. Lots of people here supporting roller derby. Victorian Roller Derby League, always. As always, here in support. Queer Space are here. And of course, Proud to Play. We heard from them earlier on. I'm going to make my way back to the announcer's desk because we are just about set to get this second half underway.
So it's a big welcome back to our online viewers as well. I trust you're enjoying today's action. Round 3 statewide stampedes at Pride Round. And of course the game between the Valley Cats and the Witches of East Vic. So that rolling whistle means that we are done and dusted with the intermission. Skaters from both teams now slowly making their way back out on track. Penalty box nice and full to start off this second half. It's going to be a power jam start for the Witches of East Vic. So we get this one underway then. Knives to meet you, the jammer for East Vic. Gets on through nice and easily. Lead jammer East Vic as the blocker advantage going the way of East Vic. Only momentarily though, as penalty box all but just about emptied out. We've got a full, just about a full complement of blockers on track. Nice to meet you then, just trying to negotiate a couple more blockers at the front here coming through turn number 2. So number 7, Mighty Mouse jamming for the Valley Cats. Just trying to find a way through, and successfully so on that previous pass coming through turns 3 and 4. Pack now coming down into turn number 3, but Knives to meet you'd seen enough and called it off. Not before adding 11 points to the East Vic total, moving them along to 114. And trailing the Valley Cats by 2 points, they're on 116. So jam number 2 in this second half underway. It is then 5-5, Bussy the Vampire Slayer jamming for the Valley Cats. And 5-5, jamming for East Vic. It is Cupcake Ferry. The 255s on track. It is lead jammer though going the way of East Vic. And nicely done by Cupcake Fairy. Getting through and picking up the 4 points before calling that one off. With that 4 points, we have another lead change. The Witches of East Vic now on 118. And the Valley Cats on 116. This jam gets started, number 6 then, Bad Juju jamming for the Valley Cats. Up against number 1-3, Knives to meet you jamming for the Witches of East Vic. Finding a nice gap to the outside part of turn number 1, Knives to meet you gets on through, lead jammer East Vic. And the pack now just coming through of turn number 2, and both jammers trying to get on through, and successfully so. Oh, not quite there. Bad Juju trying to do some offensive on the opposing jam. It didn't quite work. Nice to meet you. Takes a nice outside line through turn 4, picking up 4 points. Now the East Vic blockers out front, giving Bad Juju plenty to think about. Nice bit of defence there from 0-9. That's Nat O'Ninetails. Recycling Bad Juju back onto the main straightaway. Oh, big hit. Oh, nice to meet you there by Chucky. But a very handy 12-point jam there for the Witches of East Vic. Moves them out to 130. And just the 5 points there for the Valley Cats. It's a slender 6-point lead, 124. Playing 130. As we have our first official timeout for the second half. So jam number 4 is underway. It is Mighty Mouse jamming for the Valley Cats. Up against the Cupcake Fairy jamming for Witches of East Vic. Getting on through, picking up lead jammer. It is Mighty Mouse. As the pack then make its way down the back straightaway. Just a 1 point then for the Valley Cats. No points then for Witches of East Vic. So it is Hell's Yeah jamming for the Valley Cats, getting through nice and quick. Lead jammer. And looks like Marlon Brando jamming for the first time in this game for the Witches of East Vic. Nice bit of defense then from the Valley Cats through turn number 2 just to hold Marlon Brando up just momentarily. Hell's Yeah finds a nice little gap to the outside of turn 2 on that previous pass, and 4 points picked up. As the pack slowly makes its way through to turn number 3. So Hell's Yeah then met solidly by the East Vic blockers coming through turns 3 and 4. Unfortunately, they're picking up another penalty. It's a forearms penalty for Hell's Yeah. Power jam, Marlon Brando and the Witches of East Vic. The Valley Cats defense then go to work on Marlon Brando coming through turns 1 and 2, but Brando gets through nicely, and 4 points picked up on the previous pass. A few big tumbles happening down on turns 3 and 4. Whilst all that was going on, Hell's Yeah was released back out onto the track, but not before Marlon Brando picking up 16 points for the Witches of East Vic. Takes them to 150. 14 points in for the Valley Cats on 139, trailing East Vic by 11 points. So jam number 6 underway. We have Melonhead jamming for the Valley Cats. Nicely done to the inside part of turns 1 and 2. Melonhead lead jammer. Plenty of action. Skaters going to the penalty box. Melonhead, though, not too phased by everything that's going on. Gets on through and calls it off. Just 3 points in for the Valley Cats, moving them along to 142. Witches of East Vic remain on 150. So it is Mighty Mouse, Valley Cats. Nice to meet you, East Vic, the 2 jammers on track. But Nice to meet you gets on through first, picks up lead jammer. Number 8, Race Car there, offering up some defense coming through turn number 2. It is a power jam then for the Witches of East Vic. As the pack slowly coming through turns 3 and 4, but quite spread too. So Mighty Mouse then returns back on track after serving a penalty, and immediately is met by 3 East Vic blockers who are going to be hell-bent on trying to stop. But Mighty Mouse gets on through. Also, Nice to meet you, picking up 4 points. So another 8 points in for the Witches of East Vic, moving them along to 158. And the Valley Cats remain on 144. As we find ourselves under another official timeout. And just a reminder, if you haven't yet got your raffle tickets, you have until the conclusion of this game. So you've got around about 18 or so minutes to grab your raffle tickets, and that raffle will be drawn at the conclusion of this game. And the prizes on offer are pretty darn decent. From sunglasses to cosmetic injectables vouchers to wine, gin. There's a rainbow gift pack there from the Scent Lab. Candles from like another flaming candle. And of course the main prize, a $700 Surf Coast Gallery 90 by 60 original oil painting. Looks like we have an official view. So we'll get this one back underway. Jamming for the Valley Cats. Hells yeah. Waste no time getting through. Lead jammer, Valley Cats. 5-5 Cupcake Fairy, the jammer for the Witches of East Vic. Pack slowly coming through. Turn number one here. Nice move to the inside. Hells yeah has seen enough and calls it off. Nice move there from Hells yeah. Just a hit it and quit it, get the 4 points. So the official review was the Witches of East Vic were looking to have a back block that was assessed on skater 09 overturned. Unfortunately, that review did not go their way. That call still stands, and the Witches of East Vic have lost their official review. So we get this one underway then, a couple of skaters taking a bit of a tumble on the main straightaway. That didn't affect Melonhead too much, getting on through for the Valley Cats and lead jammer. .424. Of course, that's Morland Brando. Has accepted the star. Unfortunately, not going to be of any use after that successful star pass. So 152 playing 158. And this game is tightening right up. So the whistle blows to get this one underway. So 5-5 Cupcake Ferry jamming for East Vic, gets on through, lead jammer East Vic. Number 70 Mighty Mouse jamming for the Valley Cats. Sorry, I just got interrupted by a big hit from the Valley Cats on the East Vic jammer. Four more points then for Mighty Mouse and the Valley Cats on that previous pass, as the penalty box is seeing a lot of skaters entering and exiting. That's not phasing Cupcake Ferry too much. 4 more points added on that previous pass. Not to be outdone, Mighty Mouse also picking up 4 more points as the pack now coming through, turned number 2. Unfortunately though, for Cupcake Ferry, it's a visit to the penalty box and a power jam then for Mighty Mouse and the Valley Cats. This could change everything, given there's only 6 points in it. 160 playing 166. I stand corrected, Cupcake Ferry back on track. Penalty box is all clear, so we have a full complement of skaters on track. Out the front, pushing hard. Mighty Mouse, the East Vic blockers though having none of it. Same could be said at the back of the pack. The Valley Cats blockers giving Cupcake Ferry plenty to think about. As this one comes to an end. So 12 points in for the Valley Cats, moving them along to 164. And the Witches of East Vic, I believe, on 169. As we find ourselves under yet another official timeout. So with that whistle, we can get a resumption in play. Bussy the Vampire Slayer jamming for the Valley Cats. And Knives to Meet You, the jammer for East Vic. Nicely done to the inside part of turn number 1. Knives to Meet You gets on through, lead jammer, East Vic. Big hit there from number 2. That's Dakota Blocker. Just taking Knives to Meet You to the outside part of turn 2. Nice to meet you, picking up 4 more points in on that previous pass, using the outside part of turn 4 nicely. Another 4 points being added to the East Vic total. This is turning out to be a very, very handy jam, and Bussy, the Vampire Slayer getting through the pack. We're going to have another official timeout, do some track. So Cupcake Fairy, it is number 5-5, jamming for East Vic. Number 06, Bad Juju, jamming for the Valley Cats, getting on through nicely. Bad Juju, lead jammer. With it all to do, though, Cupcake Fairy back in the pack here. And oh, nice hit to the midpoint of the back straightaway. Bad Juju, the initial pass has all been done. Oh, nicely done to the inside part of turns 3 and 4. Bad Juju, 4 points. A bit of a pile up of skaters there to the inside part of the main straightaway. And Bad Juju's not having any of that. Skates on through, another 4 points. And this is turning out to be a handy jam for the Valley Cats. As Bad Juju again putting on another 4 points, closing that gap up. It was 13 points. It is now just down to the solitary 1. As the pack now comes down the back straightaway, and Cupcake Fairy has taken some big hits in this jam. That's got to take a toll on the body at some point. Unfortunately for Bad Juju, picking up a penalty, so not ideal there for the Valley Cats. So the Valley Cats now will just look to try and consolidate with what time they have left. and try and hold up Cupcake Ferry for as long as they possibly can. And that's exactly what they do. Nice 12-point jam there for the Valley Cats, moving them along rather to 184. Just the 4 points for the Witches of East Vic, 185. We have another official timeout. So we get this one back underway. Looks like 3-5-1 push-up bar jamming for East Vic. Indeed it is. It's going to be a power jam start for East Vic, so they're going to want to make sure that the jammer gets through nice and quick. Get the initial pass done and dusted. And then it's all about unfortunately for push-up Ra, it is a penalty. Numbers 6 in for the Valley Cats. Bad Juju straight back out on track. So power jam them for the Valley Cats. Good opportunity to get some points. And who knows, maybe even take the lead, which is what has just happened previous time around. Bad Juju now coming down the back straightaway. Nicely done to the outside part of turn 3. Push up Ra then also been released back on track whilst all that was happening. The Valley Cats defense giving push up Ra plenty to think about in turn 3. That's not phasing Bad Juju too much. Another 4 points on that previous pass being added to the Valley Cats total. Nice little turn off of the midpoint of the main straightaway there. Bad Juju, another 4 points being added. And that one comes to an end. A nice 19-point jam for Bad Juju and the Valley Cats. That takes them over the 200 mark, 203. Playing a 185, I think. Got around about 7.5 minutes remaining in this game, so plenty of time for the Witches of East Vic to make up the deficit. And what better way to make up a deficit by getting Lee Jammer. Knives to meet you for East Vic out front. Lee Jammer. Mighty Mouse then jamming for the Valley Cats. Oh, big hit there from Bussy the Vampire Slayer, taking Knives to meet you to the inside part of the track. But unfortunately for Knives to meet you, a cut track has been assessed. Time will be spent in the penalty box. So power jam then for Mighty Mouse and the Valley Cats. So the blocker advantage going the way of the Valley Cats. And even more so now, it's going to be a 4-3 blocker, 4-1 blocker advantage going the way of the Valley Cats. Power jam for Mighty Mouse, just the one blocker to get past. Nice to meet you. Being released back out on track. And he's going to be hell-bent on trying to get through this pack and trying to get some points. And slowly but surely the cavalry arrive back on track and out of the penalty box for the Witches of East Vic. Another 4 points then for Mighty Mouse. And the Valley Cats as the pack now comes down into turn number 1. Skaters tumbling here, there and everywhere. Mighty Mouse just skates on through. Picking up yet another 4 points. A very, very 15 points in from Mighty Mouse. And the Valley Cats just starting to open up a nice here. 219 playing 185. And the Witches of East a team timeout. So with that whistle, we get jam number 15 underway in this second half. It's 5-5 Cupcake Fairy jamming for East Vic. 5-1 Melonhead jamming for the Valley Cats. And getting on through, picking up lead jammer, it is Melonhead. As the pack then comes through turn number 3 and Melonhead happy just to get those 2 points and then call it off, as long as no points were picked up by East Vic, which is the case. So 193 East Vic, 221 the Valley Cats. Just the 28 points would separate these two teams. As East Vic call another timeout. So as we get this one underway, jamming for the Valley Cats, it is Hells Yeah. And just as soon as Hells Yeah got through the pack, there was a forearms penalty assessed. As the pack now slowly trying to work their way down the back straightaway and try and get themselves in the best position. Cupcake Fairy, it is number 5-5 jamming for East Vic. Met solidly and taken to the outside of turn number 3. So the scores stayed the same. 121 rather, playing 221, playing 193. We have yet another official timeout. So that whistle gets this one underway. Number 1-3, Knives to Meet You, jamming for East Vic. Number 7-0, Mighty Mouse, jamming for the Valley Cats. Knives to Meet You getting on through, picking up lead jammer. Going to have a little bit of jammer on jammer action here coming into turn number 2. Didn't quite work for Knives to Meet You on that occasion. Mighty Mouse gets on through, picking up 4 points. Nice to meet you, and the pack slowly coming through turns 3 and 4. Now that's not stopping Mighty Mouse. Get another 4 points. Unfortunately though, for Knives to Meet You, another penalty. This is going to be a power jam now for Mighty Mouse and the Valley Cats. So the pack now coming down the front straight away into turn number 1. Nice little gap right down the guts, finds Mighty Mouse getting through and adding another 4 points. Nice to meet you back out on track after being released from the penalty box. Immediately is set upon by the Valley Cats blockers. At the back of the pack, Mighty Mouse just trying to find a way through, and successfully so on the inside, right on the corner of the exit point of turn number 2, and 4 points. And this one comes to an end, but not before. Mighty Mouse puts on 19 points, and taking the Valley Cats to 240. Another 8 points for the Witches of East Vic, and with that taking them over the 200 mark. They're 201. Just a reminder, after this game we have West Side taking on the Nerdy Dragons. And that promises to be an awesome game as well. So number 6, Bad Juju jamming for the Valley Cats. And 5-5, Cupcake Fairy jamming for East Vic. It is Bad Juju though with the lead jammer. As both jammers now have the initial passes all sorted out, it's about point scoring passes from here on in. As the pack comes through turns 3 and 4. Unfortunately though, for Bad Juju, picking up a penalty, so this one now is going to run its full 2 minutes. So it's a power jam then for Cupcake Ferry and the Witches of East Vic. As the pack now come down the back straight away. Some defensive work then done on Cupcake Ferry, but nicely done to the inside part of turn number 4. As now the pack comes down the front straight away, and unfortunately for Cupcake Ferry, it's a forearms penalty. And this one is done. So just awaiting the final whistle that lets us know that this one is in the books. Some jammer refs just having a bit of a chat with the score trackers, just making sure. So that rolling whistle obviously means the end of this game. And the Valley Cats take the win 242 with the Witches of Eastvic on 217. So it's that time where we ask all the fans to come on down to the side of the track and offer up a high five as the Witches of Eastvic make their way around. Of course, the Witches of Eastvic 01, Bubblegum Blitz 09, NATO Nine Tails 13, Knives to Meet You 144, Butcherbird number 2, Evie number 23, Nicholas Rage 27, Achilles Wheel 351, Push Up Ra. Number 4, and the captain, Strawberry Short Skate. Number 424, Moreland Brando, 55, Cupcake Fairy. Number 7, Jack Spite. Number 71, Pushy Tat. And number 73, Jane Saw. The Witches of East Vic. And now making their way around the victorious Valley Cats. Number 18, Dakota Blocker. 247, Turbo Kerbo. 2627, Hells Yeah. Number 333, Chucky. Number 51, Melonhead. Number 52, Slam Halen. Number 55, Bussy the Vampire Slayer. Number 6, Bad Juju. Number 666, The Beast. Number 70, Mighty Mouse. Number 8, Ray Scar. Number 9, Bricks. Number 35, Paralyzer. And number 98, Queen Bee, the Valley Cats. Just finishing off their victory skate and rounds of high five and whatnot. So don't go too far away, everybody. We are drawing the raffle shortly as Westside Glory and the Nerdy Dragons prepare themselves to take to the track in Game 4 on this afternoon's program.